Catch it first. Marty.
Oh my gosh.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Mac.
This past weekend, Mac McClung became the first ever three-peat NBA Slam Dunk champion and put on an absolutely unreal performance. So while I usually like to save current events for the Rabbit Hole Roundup episodes, and I will most definitely be covering this in next week's episode, but this topic right here just couldn't wait. So seeing what Mac did in this dunk contest got me thinking, what are the limits to human performance? One thing that I love about the dunk contest are seeing people do these incredible feats. I'm not someone who's like, oh my god, I can never do that. I'm like, let's get started on my own journey. Let's get it. Let's see what's possible for me.
So then you asked yourselves, isn't there something more to life?
Yes!
Because with my own mindset and in my own life, I see time and time again how the impossible becomes possible. So in today's episode, I want to talk more about why going after your own impossible might be the best decision you could possibly make for your life. And I hope that in doing so, this video lights you up. So let's get to it now.
Give me a...
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Jared and James channel. I'm Jared Weiss. If you guys didn't know, I'm listening to subscribe to the channel so you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts on this video. Follow me on every platform, and if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out my book, Fight Through by Jared Weiss. All the links purchased are on my website, which is jaredbryanweiss.com. That's JAREDRYANWEASS.com. Buy the book, support me, as always, and the support is very much appreciated. So let's dive deeper now. The human body, the human spirit, and the human mind is absolutely incredible. So when I see what Mac McClung does, jumping over a car, doing a 540 dunk, jumping over someone and dunking two balls at the same time, a lot of people out there I'm sure will watch that and say to themselves, this guy is just like a different species and I can never do that. But me, I'm like, wow, I think it's time to actually set my sights even higher. If another human could do that, someone who's in the same species as me, then what's stopping me? Boom, it's possible. And therefore it's time to open up my mind even more. Don't hold yourself back based on where you're at right now, but rather see what you can become. Don't sell short your current potential based on where your current present circumstances are. Your whole life could change within just a few months of dedication and good old-fashioned hard work.
Dreams can begin small. You just have to bet it all.
And of course, as I'm always saying, real change takes time and sometimes even several years, sometimes 10 years, 20 years, etc. But your whole belief system can shift drastically just simply based on where you could go from now to where you'll be in a few months from now. As far as I see it, watching a dunk contest like that one should light a fire under you the same way that it does for me, or at least I hope it does. But don't respond by sitting back and saying to yourself, this guy is just more special than me. And of course, each and every one of us has our own set of strengths and weaknesses, and sometimes these things need to be cultivated more for some of us, whereas others are born with some of these characteristics.
Nature versus nurture, Lodge. Nature always wins.
But I want you guys to think to yourselves, if that's possible for him, I'm super excited to see what I could do if I give it enough time, energy, and effort. Now look, I'm not saying like you have to jump over a car or put your life in danger.
I meant to live life to the fullest, not to maim yourselves.
But as I'm always talking about, maybe it's time to start testing your limits just a little bit more. Go for that job that like you've been talking about, but have been too afraid to apply to. Try out for that sports team. Maybe even go on your own dunk journey or weightlifting journey. Whatever it is, find your own impossible and start attacking that journey. And it's like the same thing with how the gym life isn't just solely about working out or lifting weights.
I lift things up and put them down.
But if you fully immerse yourself in it, it becomes planning out your day. It's about becoming more disciplined, eating better, treating your body right, treating your mind right, etc., etc. Going after your own impossible is not just that one goal. It can actually become a total life transformation that has the power to take your mind, body, and spirit to new levels and to new heights. And this leads me into one of my least favorite things, like I've heard way too much over the years as an athlete.
You know what really grinds my gears?
And as someone who's been on a dunk journey of my own, especially being only 5'6", is this idea of genetics and genetic potential. Because it's like, how can we ever possibly know what someone's genetic potential is? And how will we know when it's been reached? Are there any legit metrics for uncovering this?
The limit does not exist.
And as far as I see it, unless there's a well-known 1000% ideal training method, amount of rest, eating habits, diet, etc., then there's always going to be a million different variables, and I don't think any of us will ever be 1000% perfect on all of them. so it's basically just a guess. But me personally, I would much rather not focus on that and just worry about taking my training, taking my beliefs, and taking everything that I'm doing to the next level and then let the chips fall where they may. Rather than being so focused and so worried about where your limits might be or how close you might be to this arbitrary genetic potential, believe that your genetic potential is limitless and you will get way further than the person who just assumes that like he or she has reached theirs already. And to go along with this topic, I actually want to share a powerful video coming from Connor Barth, a pro dunker himself, who talks about this idea of a genetic potential and why all of us need to stop being so consumed with hitting it.
One of the things I really hear a lot about is that genetics is the limiting factor. Like, you're never gonna dunk, you don't have the genetics. Or like, you're not tall enough, or blah, blah, blah. The truth is, most of the people that say these things don't know anything. And they've also never tried in their life to get there. They're not the people I would be listening to. If you work hard, do the right things, and do it for long enough, the odds of you being able to dunk, if you are an average person, meaning like 5'8" with a normal wingspan and normal genetics, it's very, very possible. Because I've seen it happen many, many times. It might take you longer. And this is the thing about genetics. Genetics do not decide necessarily where you end. They decide how fast you can get there and how much you have to do to get there. So get in the gym, go and jump, play your sport, and make your genetics great.
And going along this topic, it's so important to remember that like we can actually change our genetics through the concept of epigenetics. So like the environment that we're actually placing our bodies in will actually decide what genes get expressed. And just like Connor said, it may take someone longer to achieve that goal based on their starting point, but this doesn't mean that like it's impossible to get there. And constantly hearing about this idea of someone's genetic potential makes you scare people away from ever starting. So yes, you may have to train harder, you may have to train longer, you may have to believe in yourself harder, believe in yourself for longer, you may have to overcome more doubters, more haters, and it may take you several years to reach that goal, but don't let this idea of focusing on your limits and focusing on what may or may not be true stop you from going after that dream that's been so consumed in your head and that you fully believe is meant for you. Now to close up this video, I want to reference a powerful line from Mike Posner's song Nothing Is Wrong. So the line is, "Ships are safest in the harbor, but that's not what ships are made for." This is a powerful analogy for our own lives. We're not meant to just play it safe our whole life.
Coming to bed, honey?
Yes, dear.
Our bodies and our minds are incredibly resilient and are way more capable of handling bumps and bruises on our journeys than we give them credit for, whether physically or mentally. And they actually like being challenged, which is why whenever we go through a challenging situation and emerge on the other side, we often emerge stronger, and we've actually pushed our boundaries and pushed our limits further out. And without these challenges, and sometimes setbacks, you don't get the chance to be that rose that grew from concrete, as jersey I'm wearing Derrick Rose shows, or the person who proved all the doubters and all the haters wrong, but more importantly, proved yourself right, and actually got the chance to see that massive vision in your head become a reality. So by challenging yourself, testing your limits, and pushing the boundaries of what others previously thought to be possible, you're actually showing the world what you're made of, and showing how incredible God's creation can be. Anyways, I really hope like this message resonates with you. If you guys enjoyed and were inspired by Mac McClung's dunk contest, let me know in the comments below. If you guys liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. I will catch you guys next time. Stay positive, believe in yourself, keep believing in your dreams, go after them with everything you've got, live limitless. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.